My name's Erica Nicolich. I was born and raised in Oakwood Village. I'm currently the newly elected council president, vice mayor of Oakwood. My family's been there since the 20s. I moved back maybe about 7 years ago, and I had a 2-year-old with me, so I just began to look at the community with new eyes. And just started to look at what needed to be done. So I just started to move forward with thinking about how I could make it better. And how I could make it better landed on environmental issues. Our climate action plan is in its draft phases at this point. I really enjoyed this process. It was new to me, and I felt like it was something our community needed. I felt like we were behind the 8 ball. There were so many other communities that had begun drafting, and even the city of Cleveland, they were very inspirational in starting the process. I didn't start out as an environmental expert. My interest started out for love for the community and how I could make it better. So, having great community partners who began to educate me as well, I understood that, in order to lead the charge, I would have to educate myself as well as the residents, so we all understood why it was important to continue to be consistent and progressively move towards these sustainable goals. So a lot of it for me was educating myself as well as the residents in why it was important to start tackling the issues of climate change.
One of the reasons that Black Environmental Leaders Association decided to facilitate this process with Oakwood Village is because it is critical that the community voice be the first voice when you're doing a climate action plan. Because the community is the front line. They're living with whatever it is that we're concerned about every single day. And so that being the case, when they bring those things to the forefront, like anyone, they're expecting that someone's going to do something about it. And many times people come into community, well-intended, with a desire to do something about it, and maybe not necessarily having the capacity to do so. Not the case here. We're actually working in tandem with the local government, who does have the capacity to legislate, put policy in place, and work with other elected officials and private organizations and community leaders to bring those answers to fruition. And so in that case, I think we have a really good opportunity to do something great here that can be a model for other communities who may be around the same size or larger.